Hello everybody, and welcome back once again. Here we are with another edition of Inside the Headset, Week 5, Game 5. I'm on my last stopping tour. It's with the head coach of the Blackman Blaze, a guy that's really hot. That's Coach David Watson. I didn't mean that you're hot. Let's get that right. Hot as if you're winning, Coach. Come on. What's been going on?
Just trying to get ready for Oakland. You know, it's kind of like Groundhog Day. You know, you wake up and you're doing the same thing every week, no matter what. I mean, it's 1 week at a time. That's kind of the way we try to take it, and it's the same routine. You usually enjoy or be a little miserable on Friday night and a little bit on Saturday morning, and then go on to the next one. Isn't that what Belichick says? We're on to Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, after you play the one, regardless of the outcome. I mean, because you know, everybody tells me from Coach Creasy to Coach Adelot, even to you, Coach McDaniel, Coach Shadow, all the ones I talk to, everybody I talk to every week, you know, we're just trying to get a little bit better. And you know, it seems like a repetition with coaches as you talk to them, but it's so important right now to get some of this stuff out of the way, and you know, the stuff that you see, because you don't want it to perk up on week 10 or week 9, do you, Coach?
No, you want to try to improve, and as a coach, I think you're constantly analyzing and looking at the video and trying to see what your weaknesses are, where you're not that good, you know, what could people be doing to exploit you, and we're constantly trying to shore up the ship, I guess, as you would say, and make it seaworthy, make it good, and then continue doing things that we're doing well, and kind of try to have a little bit of forward thinking to try to figure out what are people going to do to stop what you're doing well, and what can you counter off of that with.
Well, and probably at this time too, I mean, great game Friday night. We'll talk about that in a minute, but just as far as generalities, you're starting to also probably look at some kids, you work them in on 1 or 2 plays. Maybe they're a second stringer, a guy that, you know, up and coming, maybe played a little JV ball, maybe even some freshman ball. There's people that are freshmen playing varsity football right now, a lot of it. So, and then you say, well, let's throw him out there to see what he's going to do, and just, you know, whether it be a kickoff or kickoff return, you know, and see, because what was it? I mean, Coach Spurrier played 3 or 4 different positions before he realized my best position is quarterback.
Right. You know, we're constantly trying to build depth in practice. And plug people in and give them shots, and because you know injuries are going to happen and come, and that's going to be a part of the game. So you got to have people ready to go behind them, and certainly, you know, on kick teams, you try to plug a young kid in here and there if you feel like you have that opportunity,
right,
you know, based on the score and,
right,
and how you're doing. You'll try to do that here and there a little bit.
Experiment just a little bit. Well, you speak of that, and now let's move into Friday night. Just speaking just right in and just feather or dovetail off just what you said. Your backup quarterback, after Armstrong had been going pretty good there for a little bit and making some headway and everything, took a little hit, and you know, just kind of rung his bell just a little bit. He got up, but you had to stick your backup in there, and just what you're talking about. That just I mean, you didn't miss a trick.
No, we didn't, and that kid's a good player, you know, for us. He starts at wide receiver, but plays some quarterback for us as well. So there wasn't any worry right there, and there was for a minute, you know, when you see your quarterback land
you don't
on the
want him hurt, right?
Right, but once he gets up and he says, "Coach, I'm good. I landed on the ball," then you feel a little better. Absolutely, you know, you feel better.
It looked like to me he got the breath knocked out of him a little bit.
Right, yep.
So Tucker, Georgia, they were big, they were bad, they were strong. But, you know, all in all, as the game kept going and you kept consistent with your game plan, it seemed like at time when they tried to push themselves, that's when they would kind of fall apart just a little bit. When you are staying consistent with them, they'd make a bonehead play or something that was just
turnovers in the second half. You know, I thought in the first half we got off to a great start. You know, we took the first drive down and was able to score, got a turnover and scored again, and we're up 14-0. And had a lot of momentum, and then right before the half we had a score to put us up, I guess 28-14.
Yeah,
and that was huge to have a 2-score lead going into the half.
Absolutely. I thought, you know, right now if you come out and, you know, if you could get, you know, get your hands on the ball and score, you'd be in good shape.
Well, you just knew that they were going to make a run at us. You knew they were going to come back, and because they're a good football team. So you knew they had a run left in them. And when you have a 2-score lead, then you can weather the storm of their run. And they did. They came out, and I think they took the second half kickoff down and scored, and it was 28-21. And then we were able to go back and get a field goal. In the second half, we didn't score a lot of points. I think we hit 2 field goals, but we possessed the football. And more than anything, we got stops on defense.
Yeah.
And, we've said it from day one. I don't know if the kids have believed it, but you truly win with defense. Offense is important. There's no question. But you're not going to outscore people week in, week out. You got to come back and you got to get stops.
And you really don't want to get into that shootout like that every weekend.
No, because it's going to go against you at some point. But defense should be able to be consistent. Defense should be able to get the stops when you need it. That's how you have to win great, championships. You have to win with defense. I truly believe that.
Chapter closed on Tucker. Let's move on. We
Yeah.
got another one up ahead of us. And
Right.
so I did it with Creasy yesterday. I'll do it with you. Break down Oakland. Defense. What do you think about them?
Oh, they're a good defense.
What do you like about them?
I'd like it better if we weren't playing them.
Well,
or maybe if he would sit a few of them out this week, I'd like them a lot.
Okay, all right.
They're what you want in a defense. They're fast and physical, and they run to the football. They're multiple in their calls. They do a lot of different stuff.
Play with emotion.
Yeah, they play with emotion, and they've got everything you want defensively. And what I don't see a weakness when I look at them defensively. I think they're well coached and physical and fast, and they tackle well. Good athletes. Seem to have a lot of depth. They play quite a few defensive linemen. They roll in a lot of linebackers.
Absolutely. Offense. What do you like about them?
They're a physical football team. They line up in various formations, but at the end of the day, they want to come downhill at you, and they want to make you play the run. And then when they feel like you're really honking in on the run, they're going to go. They're going to go over the top. They're going to lull you to sleep, and then they're going to go over the top. To a great athlete.
Yeah.
He's a big time athlete. Makes plays. He makes plays on defense. Makes plays at receiver. He could probably return kicks if they put him back there. It's just they've chosen not to. But he's a playmaker.
And then special teams, you probably got the edge right now because, like he said, I think he gave it to you. He just said straight up, they've got a guy right now that's kicked a game-winning field goal, kicked a couple other long ones, and been in that game situation, and seems to kick it into the end zone. And so, he was very thrilled as far as your special teams. So, other than that, what's it going to take to beat Oakland? What's it going to take to beat Oakland?
It'll take a great effort. We're going to have to beat us. That's what I talked about the kids.
I definitely agree to that.
We got to play to our strengths and make plays, and we've got to try to do the things we've been doing. We got to get stops on defense and at opportunistic times, and we got offensively. Still got to run the football, and we can throw the football when we need to, and get the ball in the hands of our playmakers and see what they can do with it. And in the kick teams, we got to hold our water there, and they're dangerous in the return game, so we got to do a good job of covering kicks, and they're aggressive on their punt block team at times. I've seen them try to come after punts, and they're fast there, so we got to do a good job of protecting when we're punting, and we just got to be sound in all those areas, and kids got to make plays when the opportunity arises.
You had a great crowd Friday night. It's been great, I guess, to play here at home. You got to give a little shout out to the people and the fans. They've done a real good job in supporting you.
Absolutely. I think we always have a good crowd here.
You do. You got a great following. There's no problems there.
Right. We're fortunate that we have fan support that we do. We're probably a little spoiled because we're used to coming out and there being a full stadium.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we would do if it weren't that way, but we're very blessed to have that support and following.
Well, tomorrow night over at Ray Hughes Stadium, 7 o'clock, Blaze will load up and go over there. Everybody get there early, and we'll watch the Blackman Blaze and the Oakland Patriots go at it. We'll see you tomorrow night.